Windsurf helped me build this entire thing with AI infused throughout it without having to write a single line of code. You can actually download and use their IDE for free, by the way, but they have like a enterprise plans, and they have other plans as well. But what I'm building here, and I built this exclusively within Windsurf. This is a fully functioning website application, right? It has everything, front end, back end. It works perfectly right now. It's not good enough to release or anything. I think there's a lot of enhancements I've still got to take it to that sort of next level, to make it sort of better than just using ChatGPT, for example. But that's kind of what we're doing. We're building our own internal tools to help with our own internal marketing. That's what I think is opening up for everyone, actually. Okay, so what you can do, so content gen like this, it's just a front end. I think I used Sonnet 3.7 mainly for that, because it's really good at sort of creative and creative websites and landing pages. Okay, so what you can do here is you've got main, content types, building out this prompt library area, and then management. And so as an example, what you can do is you can come here and you can try and start creating a post, and then there's a lot of AI linked into it. So you can create a post on, say, any topic that you want. So I'll create one and I'll sort of show you. So this is sort of like my current workflow. I'm trying to create. Actually, let's create a post on OpenAI buying Windsurf. Why did they buy it? They bought it because they wanted better distribution into the developer market, particularly with enterprise. It's a fast-growing product, but it also gives them a lot of expansion opportunities to larger corporate customers. Okay, so I just voice type something like that. Okay, and then what happens is you can select, okay, let's select a prompt. I'll say, okay, let's just put a Twitter post here. I can select whatever model that I want to use. So I'll just use 4.0. Okay, and then I can go generate like this. Okay, so yeah, it's really just formatting, spell checking at the moment, that kind of thing. But then what you can do is you can adjust the post, you can edit the post, you can generate alternatives to the post. So say we want 4 different alternatives, you can click on that and it will generate 4 different alternatives. And so Windsurf helped me build this entire thing with AI infused throughout it without having to write a single line of code. Like that is the core of what Windsurf is enabling for developers out there, right? Like I understand application architecture better than I ever have right now. So I'm slowly getting an advantage, but I didn't write a single line of code here, not a single line. But that's where things are moving to. It's moving to more high level architecture. That's where things are going. Like that's where you've got to be. You've just got to be the high level architect and let the AIs, like within Windsurf, this AI that they call a cascade, do a lot of the heavy lifting for you. There's a lot of learnings there. Like I've learned like which models to use where, and now I'm very, very specific on prompts that I'm using. So all of those things are still really, really important. Okay, so let's go and make a few. Let's actually just dive into Windsurf and we'll have a look around. I'll show you a few things. Okay, so this is exactly like Visual Studio Code. So if you have an understanding of that, I mean, you're already ahead. But just like with any app development, whether it's this one or historically Visual Studio Code, or there's a few other IDEs, you're basically just working on files. You're just working through and upgrading files. And hopefully that audio is maybe a little bit better. And what the AI is doing is it's manipulating those files for you, right? So let's go through an example. Okay, so what I wrote myself a few notes yesterday that I need to work on. Okay. So one of the things I want to do on content gen is I want to rearrange some of the buttons. what I want to do, okay, here's something simple. Like what I want to do is I want to move these generate alternatives and adjust. I actually kind of want to move those down here. I don't actually want them up here. Okay, so what I can do, and I'll show you how this sort of works. So you see here that I'm also on a local host. So what's happening is this is rendering directly over all these files. So when I go and make an update, this is going to update based on my updates that I put through. Okay, so I can add this here. I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to go to 4.1 here. Okay, I'm going to use voice again here to create this, which is what I always do. Looking at the image, I'm on the social media page here. I want to look at the interior component that has the buttons of generate, alternative, adjust, post, and edit. And I want to move those down to the bottom area in line with the other buttons that we have, like copy to clipboard, etc. Can we please make those adjustments? Okay, so hold on, I've got to switch back. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, so I just voice typed that with the image, okay, right here. To summarize your request, on the social media page you want generate, yep, okay, so it's like figures out what you want, it then goes and searches the code base, okay? And so what it's going to be looking for, it's going to be looking for components for that social media post, okay? So social is probably coming here, social media, and then create post ideas modal. It's probably looking there, would be my guess. That's where it's going to end up. It might count. It's you can also click through. Oh, okay, so some of these are actually not actually in folders; they're actually out here. Okay, yeah. So it's the agentic qualities of it. Like it's not just it's going and looking at one thing and then it's going and looking at another thing. It's really spectacular what it does. Post header, post display. You see here that there's okay. So there's I should reorganize these a lot better, honestly. Like now that I'm sort of like looking at it with better eyes. So you see here post header. See here that it's found those particular items, and now it's going to try and move them lower. Okay, so sometimes this isn't like the most exciting viewing, and that's why I probably just like got to talk because it does a lot of work automatically. You'll see here that I'm using GPT 4.1 as well. I like to, I just cannot use the Claude models anymore. They just drive me nuts. Honestly, they just drive me nuts. So you can actually click and see exactly what's going on. You can see exactly what it's doing. Like I sometimes get these lint errors, which sort of drive me mad at the moment. And I'm trying to sort of work my way through those, but yeah, I see something's not quite. I'm just going to go accept all here. But you see here, there's all these errors. I think. See, I think it changed them here and put them into post header. We can always come back. You can always drag and fuzz at this. So you go, please make sure to clean up any lint errors and delete various changes you make if you put them somewhere else. God, my voice transcription is not working too well. This is my own personal voice transcription, by the way, because this is a like on device thing. Look, these AIs are not perfect. They're absolutely not perfect. I mean, it takes work. It takes hard work to still build something of real quality. Like there's nothing that I'm seeing that says that AI is about to do this imminently. I mean, it might do, but again, like OpenAI buying Windsurf just suggests that there's no such thing as AI just going to build stuff for you. Like it can take you so far, but if you want to build something awesome, like it takes work. Yeah, see, this is just not being fixed. This is just freaking hopeless. So my okay, I think that's fixed it actually. Okay, so let's come back to our yeah. Yeah, so look, it's never that easy, and I need to, even personally, I need to get better at like debugging this quicker. Like this is just these sort of areas just waste my time also. So yeah, so something's not working, and then I go to the console, which you push F12, and then you just like paste it in back into Windsurf, and you say, please fix. You need to solve these before they happen. My feeling is that still it's a context game. Like it's a context issue because what happens is this is quite a large application now, and um, generate post. Yeah, so I think they've disappeared. Shit. Yeah, the larger the application, the harder it is. And so this is where you need to, and this is where I'm spending a lot of my time is I'm just trying to understand. I'm just trying to understand everything about my applications now. Absolutely everything. I'm trying to understand every piece of code, and I'm still not 100% there. But if you want to build amazing stuff, like there's no quick way to do that. There still is not, but it's more achievable than ever, no doubt about it. Okay, so this is why it's so cool. Also, is that I am basically talking to the AI to get stuff done. I'm talking to the AI. I'm using a voice transcription service, but then I'm talking into a chat area, and then the AI is just doing what I'm asking. One of the honestly the thing that has been improving my skills more than anything is this application that we built called No Code. It honestly has just been such a game changer for me, and I'll show you why. So it's kind of done it. It just needs to put it on the same row, right? So what I want to do is just ask it. I'm going to say, just draw what I want. Okay. Then come back to Windsurf and say, you're very close, but can you please look at the image? I want them all on the same row, all of the buttons on the same row. Now it's going to work away. It's going to work away at fixing that. So what it should do is it's probably just like something here, right, that we need to adjust. So post content. Okay, so if I just come back here and I share here, so you see now that I've now moved those buttons down to here. I didn't actually want to move them closer here. I wanted them to be sort of on the edge, but I'll fix that later. I just wanted to sort of show you what was possible. There's a few other things that I need to add to here as well. So one of the things, like for example, okay, so let's just go to no code. So no code is just a way to learn about your code while you're building, right? So this here is the branch. Oh, what I'll do. Let me just switch back to Windsurf. I'll show you one more thing, which is awesome, like amazing help. Okay, so a lot of novice developers don't you don't realize how important GitHub is, and so I did pretty early on. But GitHub traditionally so complicated, like understanding how to push, how to clone repos, how to push changes, how to do pull requests, like all this stuff's just it is a bit of a it's like a lot of complexity when you're just actually trying to learn how to code. But what Windsurf does is it makes it insanely easy. So all you have to do is you just go like this. I actually have I think it's in Windsurf rules. Where is that? Please push to the upgrades branch of this GitHub repo. Please push all changes. Okay, so it will just do a lot of that Git stuff for you, right? So it will go and so all of the stuff like notes, it will write the notes, it will go and do the push, it will go and confirm that it's done the push. It just makes the version management and like actual proper developing so much easier. So much easier. Yeah. Okay. So I mean, you're just literally pushing buttons and talking. It's this stuff used to be notoriously complicated, and they made it so much easier.